what are the risks when you are not including a finance contingency in your contract? Well, I'm Rita Kalina, and today we are going to talk all about those risks today. Please click that like button below and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. So we're talking about buyers that leave out the finance contingency, usually to make their offer more desirable for the seller to choose, especially when there's multiple offers. Some buyers have already been approved and just need to find that house, so it makes more sense if they don't put the finance contingency in when there's multiple offers. And of course, the buyer really wants the home in a bad way. But really, it's very risky not to include that finance contingency if you are relying on getting a loan and aren't yet approved. And really, the seller wants to know if you are approved. They are taking their home off the market because they think you're ready to go and good to proceed on closing on their home. And until you are approved, it's not a done deal. Also, your earnest money could be in jeopardy. And today, many times, the seller is requiring 1% of the sales price. And because houses are so high today, that could be a lot of money. Years ago, contracts did not have contingencies in them, which means the day before closing or the day of closing, the lender could deny the loan without any loss from the buyer's end, including their earnest money. Many times the sellers had moved out of their home, and that was devastating when the buyers were declined. I mean, now the seller would have to continue paying a mortgage payment, taxes, and utilities until they got their next contract enclosed. So the real estate contracts were revised with contingencies in it, including finance contingency, due diligence, and appraisal contingencies. So the lender and the buyer would pay attention to the timeline limits and be aware of that time is of the essence that's in our contracts. And that would remind them to work on getting all things done and all the docs in on time. So when a buyer's agents fill in the number of days for the finance contingency, they may put in something like 29 days. And that would be 29 days from the binding agreement that the loan would need to be approved. We're pretty sure they're going to be approved, because once it goes past those days, then the earnest money becomes non-refundable if the loan is denied. So of course that means you'd lose your earnest money. Now the finance days is negotiable, and it's a matter of between the buyer and seller what they agree to how many days they would like to be in the contract. And in the past few years, many buyers have decided not to put a finance contingency in the offer for a better chance of being the winning bid in this crazy market. Or, however, the buyer has not got all the documents in before this and don't know they'll get the loan. There is a huge risk of them losing the earnest money. Now, in this market, as a buyer, it's good to go ahead and get pre-approved and provide the lender with all the docs so the lender has an approval for you to close before you even begin looking for a home. And if you are approved and feel that you need to leave out the finance contingency and you feel confident about your financing, then by all means do so. However, with the market starting to become more of a balanced market and with more homes staying in the market longer, and now offers are being made with all contingencies usually, such as due diligence, finance, and appraisal. Sometimes the sellers are even paying closing costs again. Used to be customary years ago. Your agent can hopefully help you, advise you on what you should do when making an offer in any market. And if you like this video, you may want to watch my video about the due diligence period also. Have you bought a home in the past few years and your finance contingency fell through or you were turned down for the loan? I would love to hear what happened in the comments. Please subscribe for my channel for more videos like this. See you next time. Subscribe.